What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Finance King Network. We had some huge news come out today on DPLS. This right here, no OTC company is doing this right here. What DPLS just announced, on top of everything else going on with all the contracts from Cali to this $45 million contracts, with everything they have coming, this here that they just announced, this is different. This is a different one right here. If you haven't yet, right, everybody holding DPLS, if you haven't looked up AITX at these levels and you're not grabbing as many shares of AITX at these levels, make sure you take 5 minutes and do your due diligence on this company right here. While we're still where we are with AITX right now. Because these prices aren't going to last long with AITX as well as DPLS. So let's get into this news. And definitely with everything else that we speak about here. Like I told you guys yesterday, everything is buried right now. Every stock that we talk about in the OTCs and from the high growth to the OTCs, everything is demolished, but it's not going to stay down for long. You guys know this, so do whatever you need to do, whatever homework you need to do on any of these companies that you and your gut feel they're undervalued, and do what you do best, is hit that buy button before you never see these prices again. Let's get into this news. Dark Pulse announces plan for IPO of its subsidiary Opltilan on the New York Stock Exchange. I'm going to read this title for you guys one more time. Dark Pulse announces plan for an IPO of its subsidiary Opltilan that we just acquired a couple months ago on the New York Stock Exchange. You heard that correct. January 6, 2022, DPLS, with the full support of its board of directors, today announced its intention to take its wholly owned subsidiary, Opltilan public in the U.S. in mid-2022 via an initial public offering, IPO. Management believes the stock will unlock the value of Opltilan for Dark Pulse shareholders by creating a separate publicly traded company, and will build on Opltilan's successful track record and serve to expand its markets. The company anticipates that Opltilan will apply for listing on the New York Stock Exchange, directing towards public offering upon acceptance. The number of shares to be offered in the price range for the proposed to be offered and the price range for the proposed to be offering is yet to be determined. However, the company plans to list 20% of Opltilan shares on the New York Stock Exchange while retaining 80% ownership. Opltilan will remain a subsidiary of Dark Pulse, and the two companies will continue as strategic partners, collaborating on projects as they pursue the growth of the infrastructure technology sector together. With relatively independent business operations, Opltilan is an infratech consulting and solution services provider that covers various technology-driven industries, including but not limited to telecommunications, oil and gas, alternative energy, rail solutions, and power. For more than 30 years, Opltilan has been enabling its customers to increase operational efficiencies across all these industries with advanced security and communication solutions, protecting their customer assets. Dark Pulse has been and will continue to engage with in-demand technologies such as big data, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, robotics, defense, and aerospace, among others. Dark Pulse's main focus will remain on smart infrastructure, and as the world moves towards smart cities, the focus will expand to include implementation of global system dynamics, as part of the company's SaaS model. As it continues to expand its global footprint, Opltilan is already on its journey with its fiber-related business, helping enable faster connectivity to the web. So now let's get into a quick tweet that Dennis the Menace put out this morning just to clear things up. He said this is not a reverse merger. The plan is a direct IPO for subsidiary Opltilan. The company will remain a subsidiary. DPLS still plans on completing its uplisting onto a national exchange as previously discussed in Las Vegas. It's a twofer. His words, not mine. Listen, I don't think you understand, guys. Right now, the market got crushed because of what's going on in the world. But it's not going to stay down for long. These companies, like I told you yesterday, they've been getting demolished all of last year. Once that buying pressure subsided, late January, early March, it was a downhill from there. And we're right at the end of that hill. What goes down must come up. All that money that's been flowing in to these blue chips, these high market caps, they all kept going up and up and up and up and up and up. Where do you think that money's going to go when those high market cap companies come tumbling down? Where's it going? People are going to keep cash on the side in the bank? You think it's going to go into crypto? You think it's going to go into NFTs? That's a possibility, right? But crypto is nowhere near where it was in the mid 2020. It wasn't. It had a huge run. Yeah, it's down from its highs, but it's still up tremendously. Meanwhile, you got these companies with real products, with news after news after news, revenue getting more and more, higher and higher, teams growing, number of employees growing continuously. Where do you think all that money is going to go once that buying pressure with those high market caps subside? You think they're going to switch up from investing into the stock market to just completely switching their whole strategy, going into crypto, it's NFTs, buying real estate, making pocket change, renting out units, or spending months and months to flip a few houses, which is not a bad idea. We're going to definitely get into all that in the Finance King Network in the months to come. Definitely stay tuned for that. But where do you think that money's going to go? Or you think they're going to start looking into these companies that are extremely, extremely undervalued? And the upside is limitless with a lot of these companies that have been crushed. Where do you guys think this money's going? And with a company like DPLS, with a company like AITX that have products that will change the world in years to come that people can't even grasp yet, how big it could actually be. Steve said himself in his interview with the dude, he said, listen, it's hard for people to even understand how big this could be. because it's never been seen before. It's never been seen before. But the Fortune 10, Fortune 50 companies, they already know because they've been through that growth and they see it. As well as a lot of you people do out there as well. You guys see where these companies could go and will go. And for everybody else, question you guys gotta ask yourself: are you gonna be along for the ride or not? Because I know a lot of you guys are gonna be very upset watching from the side. But anyway, salute. Have a great rest of the day. I'll get back with you guys, man. Take care.